Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the For the Doers podcast, where we celebrate those people who dream big and don't settle for less. I am Sayda, your host. Welcome back. I hope that you have had a great week. Doing good over here in LA. Just a beautiful afternoon and getting ready for another productive week. I hope you are doing great, whatever it is that you're doing. Today, as you'll see, I usually begin speaking about a subject and why we're talking about it. And that's what I'll do today, just giving you the thought process as I continue to evolve in this medium and, figure out the discussions. I love, if you know me, you know, this is why we're here. Love discussions, love, you know, figuring out why we're so actually similar and not different. And of course, discussing people who are living their best life and really living their purpose. And again, don't settle for less. One of the things that I think goes in hand with our overall subject about being a doer is self-help and personal development. That is such a juicy subject for me because I used to be a self-help junkie. That when we, had a lot more bookstores, or of course in the public library, that's where I made a beeline always, from my early 20s until maybe for probably about 10 years. I was really into it, and really just consumed a lot of self-help books, starting with, I think I remember right out of high school, I read a Wayne Dyer book right out of high school. And that was the first time I heard or read anything that was, it just felt empowering and really made you feel like, oh, wow, maybe there is something better for me, or maybe I can better myself and make my parents proud, things like that. And yeah, just throughout my early adulthood, I read a lot of those books. And then it was Think and Grow Rich, which is still, honestly, I know that a lot has come out about the author Napoleon Hill, who wrote quite a few self-help books, and that is one of the most famous. And we have found out in I guess lately, was not the most ethical man. But I still love the book because there are principles in there that I had never heard at the time, about how to plan your life, plan how you want your personal life, what you want in your career. I think that's great guidance that a lot of people need. And sometimes it's just when you're ready for it, that might be the medium that you go to is, a self-help book, and you find that person and it resonates with you and you hang on to that. And I still, because it was at such an early point of my life, I think I still, some of those ideas still resonate with me, because self-help books have been around for actually a couple hundred years. And what I saw in my journey, and when I really started looking at how I navigated and really said, oh, I need this right now. I need this right now. A lot of these books have the same ideas. They're just different filters, Maybe it's, oh, I want to be a real estate agent and I need to sell, or an account executive or something like that, which is one of the reasons I got into certain self-help, like Jim Rohn. I still remember that from many years ago. Because selling is not easy, and you really have to get to know people and how to interact with them. And those books can be such great references. So it's really not to put down self-help books at all. I think that they serve a really good purpose. I think where it gets a little concerning is when you have all of the conventions and the fire walking and all of that. Then it becomes this cult of personality for someone, and they're making money. And it's a business. I mean, the self-help business right now, which includes, even, fix your place up, things like that. This whole self-help industry is over $11 billion now. I think it's just going into those things because sometimes we're vulnerable and we just want more of that positivity. It's for me, I can just say that it was really developing myself and getting to know myself. I always say that. I will always say it's about getting to know yourself and really knowing which behaviors and values are important to you, how you want to shape your personality and your character. I think that that's what it could be a good tool for, not your Bible, that's what you read. It's, how do I organize my life in my way? Because I'm a firm believer that, Oprah can tell me exactly what she did, how she did it. There's no way I will be Oprah. Because there's a reason she is who she is. It's because she is authentic to herself. And I think, same thing. Michael Jordan can tell me everything. Martha Stewart can tell me everything she did. They can give you advice, and you have to just take it through your own filter, I believe. And I think that that's worked for me. You can find mentors anywhere. And sometimes we find them through books, podcasts, programs, with people that resonate with you at a certain time in your life. My latest, I think the book in the last 2 years that has been amazing for me, to give you an example of, I will use a book or something that I saw, someone who I saw speaking on YouTube, doesn't matter what industry they're in, but it's something that maybe aligns with me in that moment. And one of the things that I have always battled with, even though I am definitely a doer, but I am a master procrastinator and have definitely gotten better in the last couple of years, but it's because I'm working on resistance. And I have a relationship that is not healthy because I definitely engage in resistance. And that's why I love the book, The War of Art. And I'm giving you an example. I'm working on resistance. And when I read that book, oh my goodness, it was a nice, swift kick in the butt, Then I put it down, and whatever I remembered is what I gleaned from it and tried to implement, or just thought about, certain ideas about resistance and really becoming a professional, really wanting to get to the next level. How do I do that for myself using some of the ideas that I learned in the book. And I read the book a couple of years ago. I went back and went through it again a few months ago because I still remember the ideas, and it was great to remember to reread some of the points that he made. Some of the chapters are great to motivate me and to remind myself, because I think we need those things, but 100% it comes from you. Your motivation comes from you. And it's great to get, again, some strength from other people's ideas. But I think the bottom line, what I'm trying to say here is, you know, you can't follow someone else's formula to success. You can get these ideas and become your own mentor, which is something that I will always continue to talk about. But becoming your own mentor and finding your own path. And I think that that's the best way to really be your authentic self. And that's really how you influence others in a positive way, by really just being your true self. So that is really what I wanted to talk about today. And I'll put a link to a couple of the books that I mentioned below. So look out for that, including Stephen Pressfield's The War of Art. Very good book. But like I said, I read it, great ideas. But that's all I need. Yeah, like I said about the public library, always a great resource. When you need to learn something new, please support your public library. LA Public Library is great. And also YouTube. YouTube has so many great resources. I highly suggest getting YouTube, the paid version, so worth it if you're the type of person that loves to learn and really try to better yourself and yeah, keep moving forward. So that's what I've got for you today. Thank you so much for listening. Let me know if you have any feedback. I love the feedback that we've been getting lately that says, oh, I feel like I'm talking to you and I keep talking back, especially my friend Joanna. And I had a couple of other people say that. Thank you. Let's keep the conversations going. Thanks for your comments and all of your kind words. I hope you have a great week ahead. And don't forget to like and subscribe. More of these great conversations on really good subjects that we are all discussing right now. Thank you again. Have a beautiful day and have a great week coming up. Bye, everybody.